Hey everybody, welcome back. So today's video is a video vlog of my labor and delivery day. So in here will be inserted clips of the actual day of labor, the induction that is. I was supposed to be induced on a Thursday and they canceled and I was really upset. And then it was Friday. They promised me on Friday that they would induce me. I got a call in the afternoon at some point where they said, sorry, it's not going to work out today either. And I was really upset. So it was in the evening time, I put my youngest to sleep and it was 7 p.m. I was putting my eldest to sleep. And I get a call at 7:02 p.m. saying that they were ready for me to come in for the induction. And I was really shocked. So when I got to the labor and delivery ward, the doctor came and she checked my cervix and I was 2 centimeters dilated and I had a soft cervix. She broke my water at that point using that little stick thing. I don't know what it's called, but she did break my water, so I did have, my water was broken. Okay, documenting this. We're here for our induction. This is me and this is AJ. And he's decided to take our minute notes, like a secretary at a meeting. It is very important. I'm 2 centimeters dilated, and we've got the monitor there. It was great.
My beautiful daughter would appreciate it.
It's such a daddy's girl already. But my induction was canceled today. I was really upset. Right? I was really upset. And then they called at 7:05, right when I was putting the second kid to sleep. So it was worked out really well. Which is great. Which is great because I would not need a softening agent at all, just possibly Oxytocin to get things started, which was great. So IV is in for just lactated ringers. And so they're gonna start Oxytocin in about an hour and a half because the ward got really busy. So AJ and I are gonna go for a walk. This is my boyfriend for the night, right there. So then around 9 o'clock, the doctor comes back in and said everything's on hold because there's no nurses available to start Oxytocin. Because when you do a medication like Oxytocin, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, 1 nurse per patient. And because there's not enough manpower at that point, she says we're all on hold. And I was really upset, super upset, because I wanted to give birth and go home to my kids as soon as possible. So the induction's on hold because 8 women in active labor came in. So I'm just sitting here and I just sent my husband to go and grab some food for himself and apple juice for me because I didn't eat all day essentially because I was preparing for this. So I hope somebody gives birth so I can start my Oxytocin. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm not going home because I barely got this spot. So I'm not going home. I could honestly tell that the vibe on the labor and delivery ward where the nurses weren't a big fans of induction because of the 1-to-1 ratio. And I could tell they didn't want to induce me, they didn't want to start it, and they kept telling me to go to sleep. They kept telling me, turn off the lights and close the door. And whereas I kept turning on my lights, opening the door, and I would go for walks with my husband up and down the hallway to show them I'm here, I'm not going to sleep, I'm waiting for an induction. But they didn't want to induce me. I could completely tell they did not want to do it. It's a lot of work for them and they just didn't want to do it. She finally came in later in the evening and she said, it's best you go to sleep. And I told her that I am not going to sleep at all until I'm induced. I told her the truth. I can stay up for days and days just fine, that I was not going to sleep and that I'm waiting for my induction. And she came back. Well, she left annoyed, came back 45 minutes with the Oxytocin. So it is 2:07 and we're about to go to sleep because I was delayed for Oxytocin. But look, Oxytocin has started. It's 1 milliliter per hour. And AJ was about to go to sleep. There he is. Boop. So they increase it every 30 minutes, which I'm really excited about. So we'll
see how it goes. I was never going to sleep until I get this oxytocin.
They started the oxytocin on a low dose at 2 in the morning. I did not feel contractions till about 4 in the morning, to be honest.
Okay, I'm up to, what is it, 9? Actually, what's the dose there? 9 mils per hour. So they can go up 1 mil per hour or 4 is a max, right? She said. So per half hour. So the first was 1 mil, then it was 4 mils, and then 4 mils again. So I'm up 9. I'm just feeling like a lot of Braxton Hicks here, pretty much. Yeah, I can feel it's tightening, but it's not painful. It's just like a lot of tightening right now. So.
Because I'm a little crazy and I really wanted to have this baby out alive and healthy and get home to my kids, I basically played off that I wasn't feeling the contractions. So I safely played it off so she would keep upping the dose within the safe range because I really wanted to go to full-blown labor. I really just wanted to get this done with. So that's what I did. I pretended I did not feel the contractions and that things were kind of moving along really slowly. And I think roughly, I don't know, maybe around 7 in the morning, my husband, who was sleeping the whole time, wasn't awake for this, he woke up to me kind of screaming in pain, and he's like, I think it's time for the anesthesiologist. And I said, yes, I think it's time. And he came, and he knows my husband, and as I'm in pain and perched over, they're having a conversation about how they know each other. And then I'm like, you two can go on a Starbucks date later on because I actually need an epidural right now. So I'm like, why don't you carry this romantic conversation a little bit later on because this girl's in a lot of pain. It was a really wonderful epidural because I could still feel a lot of the pain. It just took the edge off. So I could feel how to push. Whereas with my first, it was such a heavy epidural. I could not feel a thing. Couldn't feel the pushes. It was not great. Like I didn't feel anything. I prefer this epidural because I could feel how to push the baby out still. There was still pain, but it was definitely manageable. Around 9 in the morning, because I really know my body, I know I was ready to push. And they kept saying, oh, well, wait, but I knew I had to do it. So I told her, so I gave it a big push, even though she told me not to, because I know my body and I know this baby. And I pushed, and then I said, you really need to get the doctor. So she ran out, got the doctor. They set up the kind of the field and everything like that. Anyway, so then around 9:14, I pushed out this beautiful baby girl.
No contact. Great. Toes. Good grasp. Nice. And just, could you? Little baby, like, could you? Oh, she's so cute. Let's see if Dada knows.
The placenta did get stuck, so I had to kind of like squat to use gravity to get the placenta out, which worked out great. The one really fun story is, I guess it's funny now, is once we were back and baby was with us, before you're transferred to postpartum, we're still in labor and delivery. My husband was holding the newborn, and I was just laying there, and I told him, put a toque on her. And he's like, oh, she's fine. And I said, okay, I'm gonna grab the toque myself. He's like, you're on an epidural, you can't grab the toque. I said, I can grab the toque, okay? I went to get out of the bed, and I fell over, and a pool, like blood started coming out of me, and then I was rolling around in blood, and I couldn't get off the floor. And my husband's face was just appalled. He's like holding this beautiful baby, and I'm rolling around in blood. You can laugh, Arjun. I'm rolling around in my blood, unable to move because, again, the epidural, freezes your legs in a sense. And I was so embarrassed because I was naked, rolling around in blood. And I wanted to grab, thanks, Arjun. I wanted to grab something to cover myself before the nurse comes because I felt very vulnerable. And my husband's still in shock. His face was like literally just appalled. But she came in and saw me. And it was just, she said she's never had a maternity patient fall on her before. And I said, well, I guess you didn't have me ever in your life because I like to pull stunts like that. Anyways, that was the ridiculous story of the night, is trying to walk on an epidural. I guess I won't be eating that to calories for my breast milk. This guy stole my muffin. So I have no milk to give to her.
There's like a piece of cheese over there if you like to eat that.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny, Dal. So glucose tests were great. So we are on our way home now, and they want us to stay overnight, but we're not going to. And we're bringing her back tomorrow for the newborn check and blood work. But other than that, a very uneventful day, which is great.
So that is a story how I finally got my triple rainbow baby. We went home.
Focus on.
Okay, I understand.
I know what is it, digging?
Yeah, baby's going home. There she is. Daddy's little girl. Yeah. This is him.
My dad was there. My dad held the baby. The brothers held the baby. It was just...
Look at this. Look at that. So let's have Nana hold her. What do you think, RG? You're gonna hold it too. Look at that. This is Nana. Okay, one sec here. She's brand new.
This baby has fixed this gigantic hole that was in my heart, and she's filled it up tenfold, and I feel so complete and so happy. Just a wonderful delivery. Anyways, I really hoped you enjoyed this video of my labor and delivery with the live footage. And please share below what your labor and delivery was like. I'd love to hear it. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to this channel if you like it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.